Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another update for my project polish. And I am currently working on 4 colored polishes and 2 toppers. Let's go through them and see how I have been doing. Sadly enough, it's not as amazing as I would have wanted it to be, but it is what it is. Let's start with the one with the least amount of use. My Catrice, I always forget what this one is called. I wear my sunglasses at night. I haven't touched this one. We're going into spring. I'm just not feeling this one anymore. So I'm going to roll this one out. I already rolled in a more springy shape last time anyway. So yeah, there's no point in having this around for the next 6 months and me just not using it. So yeah, this one is going out for now. Then the one that I've used probably the most is my Colorclub nail polish in, what was it again, Wild and Willing, and this one is done. So a little bit of everything. One that I haven't touched whatsoever and rolling out because I'm not using it. One I'm rolling out because I have used it and I've finished it. So this one is exciting. The last one I tried to do with this, it was a struggle to get the last little bit out and actually get a proper manicure still. So happy that that one is out. Then we have my Berry nail paint in yellow. This one I have used, I feel like only once or something, but it was just enough to be able to make a tiny nail mark. So that's what I did. So that is a good one. And then lastly, the one that I'm gravitating towards the most, although as you can see, I've not been very good at doing my nails lately. I feel like my life is just too full at the moment. And when I have 30 minutes to an hour to spare to possibly do my nails, there are other things that I want to do as well. So I just don't always have nail polish on, which is kind of new for me. I do have a base coat on just to kind of make it a bit more shiny, but yeah, that's about it. Anyway, I've used this one I think 2, maybe 3 times. This is just easy to put on, only 2 coats and we're done. Ideally I would like to use my topper on it a little bit more often as well, but I haven't really done that. This guy I gravitate towards a little bit less since I already don't feel like I've got a lot of time. And then this one will definitely take me at least 3 layers, which is a bit more time. So hence me gravitating towards this one a little bit more. It's a nice neutral. It works for I guess this time of year because it works for springy weather, but especially right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's raining once again. And it works well for those grayer days as well. So yeah, that's it with this one. Managed to make a tiny little mark, but I feel like because I only do 2 layers of this one, of course it's gonna take me longer to get through it. I'm gonna have to do more uses than I would when I need 3 layers. Then I may have already predicted it a little bit, the Golden Rose nail polish, the Scale Effect one in, what is this one again, 04. Very interesting name. I don't think I have used this, although it seems like I'm able to make a new mark, which I didn't even check because I didn't think I used this. But it works quite nicely with this guy. I think I've said it before, when I look at this initially, I see mostly blue and purple, more cool tones. But for some reason, when I put this on Lost in Mud, I didn't tell you guys the name, the green comes out a little bit more. So that is really nice because I prefer my greens over my blues and cooler tones most of the time. And then lastly, this is a boring one, my Glitter Nails nail polish topper from Etos. I have not used. I know for sure that I have not used this one. I don't maybe it will go okay with this one, but I'm just not feeling this one a whole lot at the moment, which is fine. But I'm realizing now that because I'm rolling 2 polishes out, one because I'm not using it and one because it's done, I only have 2 polishes left. So I actually need to pick out another nail polish because I prefer to be working on 3 at a time to have a bit of variation. I'm gonna quickly do that. Try and see if I can find a nice springy, but also with the possibility to go into summer type of shade or something. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, For you that was a second. For me it was a little bit longer because I'm trying to do this in between work stuff. It's 2 p.m. I still need to eat lunch. It's one of those days. I couldn't pick. So I brought up a few options that I'm considering, and I would love to have you guys' opinion. So let's start with showing you 3 that are definitely in a theme. Clearly I was kind of gravitating towards like a bluish green. I didn't want a green that was like too close to like being a yellow. So of course I already have the yellow, and because these are a little bit more like bluish leaning, I thought this would be a good option to kind of interchange with the warm yellow shade. So let's go through them. This is a Kinetics Nail Colors nail polish. There's 15 mils in here, which is 0.5 fluid ounces, which is definitely a little bit on the bigger side. Most of these are actually. So this is more of like a slightly darker bluish green, I guess. So Kinetics number 1. Then we've got an American Apparel nail polish. This one is in a, I guess, more muted green, slightly grayish shade. So a bit warmer than my other 2 options. So that's that one. Then I have this China Glaze one, which is also clearly a bluish green, but it's a bit more vibrant, a bit more out there, I guess. So those are my bluish greens. And then I went to, because I do love my warm shades as well, of course. And this I think would be a good one for summertime as well, because if I remember correctly, this is one of those shades that like when the sun hits it, it's showing a little like rainbow on top of your nail polish as well. I think it's one of those collections from China Glaze. So this is more of an orangey, reddish, like shimmery shade. So yeah, very different from my 3 other options, but I do love these types of shades as well. And since this is kind of like a very good one for summer and actual sunlight days, I did want to bring at least one of those shades in as well. So 14 mils for both of the China Glaze, 15 mils for these 2, but like most of them are kind of towards the top still. Yeah, I've used all 3 of these a little bit, but not a whole lot. The only one that I've made at least a little bit of like noticeable progress on already, like proper noticeable, is this one from American Apparel, where I'm here. So just to clearly show you the options: Kinetics, bluish China Glaze, American Apparel, and then a reddish China Glaze. So yeah, let me know which one you guys would pick, or which one you guys would prefer to see me work on. That is it for now. My expectation is that I will be focusing on this guy the most in the upcoming months. So let's see if that's indeed going to be the case, and hopefully I can then use it with this topper a good few times as well. And that is it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.